buttons.
Yo, did you know I can unmute while the thing's going on?
Yeah, I do it all the time. I just don't say anything.
We're so professional.
What the hell
I
is
love
wrong
it.
with you guys?
I don't know. And we got buttons to push.
We got buttons.
Yeah, we got buttons.
Oh, aren't you special?
Yes,
We
I am
are.
special.
Welcome to Game Time Decision, folks. It's that time of the day. You know the drill. 5 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday. We here, Game Time Decision. Don't forget to check out our sponsor over here for Game Time Decision, Caesar Sportsbook, over there above Nick Earl's head. They will give you up to $1,250 on your first bet when you sign up with them. If you don't win, don't worry. You'll get 100% of your stake back as a free bet. Win or lose, get those 1,000 reward credit points, 1,000 tier credit points, free rooms, free food, all that good stuff. That's where you get all that. Got to earn those rewards. All you got to do is use that promo code GTDFull. Links in the description of the video, as always. And check out earlsportsbets.com/promo. 7-day package, only $49. Boom. Get after it. Get after it. We'll talk some college football today, folks. We'll talk the one NFL game tonight, the Thursday night game, and it's an ugly one. And then we'll talk some college football. Tomorrow, we're going to talk all things NFL, except for the Thursday night game. So just so we're all clear, because we need structure, folks.
No, we don't.
No?
No. Anarchy. Hit buttons. I don't know. All right, let's talk the NFL real quick.
Okay.
Guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications.
Correct.
Never miss when anybody goes live on a show. Whether it's ESB, Max Wager Network, Picks and Parlays, whoever, whenever, wherever. We live. So, that being said, Indianapolis Colts travel to the Denver Broncos to see what Russ has been cooking. And I got the Broncos minus, depending on where you're at, what your book is set at. I see threes. I see a few 3.5s. But I'm going to pull up odds right now. Caesars has us at 3 even and 42 even. So for a total. So that being said, this game ain't pretty, but she the one we leave them with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You said it during
You keep saying it all day about this game. I've been saying like 4 different shows I've been on today, and I swear to God, this analogy couldn't get any better. She ain't the prettiest, but she the one we leave them with. Just saying. So talk to me about this game. Like, I get, look, are we still? It says total 42. We're still trending on that under. Primetime games unders are still 60+%.
They're 9-3-1, and if you bet this early, it wasn't a 42. I got it at 43.5.
Oh yeah, opened it looks like a 43. I think it went up for a minute and then down. I don't know, but Nick Earl, you tell us where the money's at. Well, Tim, Earl, you give us a breakdown on this game.
I lean under. I'm not too heavily invested in this game.
Okay.
If this was a game on Sunday, I would have been, no, I'm good and move on. I do lean a little bit towards the Colts. I heard Russell Wilson, he's cooking. I heard he opened up a new bakery because he's going to be serving up a bunch of turnovers. No, I'm not high on the Broncos, and the Colts have just been that. I will say, if you're going after the Broncos, the only way I could do it is first half. Because the Colts just can't get anything done in the first half. Second half, they look good. First half, they do not. I think most of their points are coming in the second half anyway. So maybe look towards Denver in the first half, and then at halftime, live bet the Colts plus whatever points. But this is a game that I am ultimately not going to probably be betting. So,
Mark says he took a 7-point teaser. I don't hate this to get to the right number. I'm a big 6-point teaser guy, but I will do 6.5. I will do 7 if I got to get to the right number. Broncos +3 at home and under 49.5 is
if you're
not bad.
teasing it with the under, you should have grabbed more points.
I was going to say
the under at 42 is good.
No.
Meaning you should have grabbed the Colts plus 10.5 if you got the under.
And you know what I'm going to say with this?
Okay.
You didn't get your full value on it. You teased through 0, which is basically a dead number. Because you got to think when you're teasing, you're paying for each individual point.
Absolutely.
And you're paying for -2 to -1 to -1 to 0 to 0 to
points
-1.
in teaser, like it's more
You're
juicy
paying for
than
it.
a 10-point teaser than a 6-point teaser.
And you're not getting your money's worth when you tease through 0. That's just my thing. I will never do that. That's just I know we have different perspectives on it. I will never tease through 0.
It's just situational for me, but I get it.
I would rather please through 0. Take a +3 that I think is going to win and put him to -3. Because I'm pleasing through dead numbers. Because how many games land on 2, 1, or 0?
Right.
Every game usually ends 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you're pleasing through the dead numbers, I think you're getting a much better value than when you're teasing through them. When pleasing is basically the opposite of a part or a teaser for people who don't know.
Yeah, but you're taking an alternative kind of line.
Yeah, you're taking alternative lines. Yeah, exactly.
Like for example, if you think Denver is gonna, or you think Indy's gonna win, you're in this.
Yeah, you can tease Indy from +3 to -3, or please, Matt, you can please Indy from +3 to -3. I would look to do that on a college football Saturday. If you find 2 +3s you'd like to win outright, just please them through the 0, and you'll get +600 for those 2. If you take 2 3-point dogs and both make them both -300 or -3, you're going to get +600 for it. That's the odds that it's 6 to 1 odds for it. So I think there's value on that if you're pleasing it correctly. Similar to there's ways to tease correctly. You tease up. You tease dogs from 1.5 to 2.5 up through the touchdown. You tease favorites from 7.5 to 8.5 down past the thing. Because the key to teasing is get me through 2 key numbers. Get me through 3. Get me through 7. That's what I'm asking out of a teaser.
I just shut my blinds. I was really white. I still am. Turnsy says hi.
Hi, Turnsy.
Hi, Turnsy.
I will say this. The tickets for this game, 69% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the Broncos. 66% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the under. Line opened up around 44. It's gone down to 42.
Yeah. I like Naheem for this game. As far as Naheem Hines, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. But if either way, I like him anytime touchdowns +190. You can probably get it, shop your lines. I'm looking at one book. So, but I do like him. He's going to back up for Jonathan Taylor. And I think he's going to try and, if he gets some goal line touches, shit like that. I personally, if I'm going to tease something in this game, and I haven't officially yet, I would take
Colts in the under.
I would take the Colts up plus a bunch of points because I think they look, Denver could win. It's in Mile High, there's that whole whatever altitude shit.
Yeah.
Plus it's Indy going to Denver. That's a little bit of a travel. You know what I'm saying? So I would take them. I could see Denver winning this game, but in a 3-point game, to be honest with you. But so I would take it up over 7. So it would be a 6-point teaser, say Indy +9 and under 48. And then hope Indy can somehow keep it close. But I do worry. I'll tell you right now, I don't like Matt Ryan. I thought that was going to be the issue. Like I was high on the Colts this year, pending Matt Ryan's. Like that was my only concern, to be honest with you. Jonathan Taylor now injured. That's a bigger concern. Hopefully, Naheem Hines can pick up the slack, like a next man up kind of situation.
Yeah.
But man, Matt Ryan, dude, through 4 games, 1,125 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 picks. And Denver's defense ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? So like, you gotta figure it out. Plus, I don't know. Michael Pittman Jr. Hopefully, he has a bigger game this year, this week. But this game's gonna end up like 14-16, some stupid ass.
Oh yeah,
shit
it's not
like
gonna be a pretty game.
It's like I keep telling y'all, she ain't the prettiest, but it's who we rolling with today. That's all we got. That's all we got, folks. Good advice on my teaser parlay. It was my first teaser. I was just trying something different. Definitely gonna take your advice. Thanks, guys. No problem, man. That's what we're here for. We got to talk this shit out, and we'll talk it through. But I'm a teaser guy. I do a lot of teasers. I just know what it is some dude, like, swear to God, 20 plus years ago, some old man with like 2 teeth and a cigar hanging out of his mouth that's not even lit, that he's just been chewing on, betting horses in a sports book, told me one time, he said, son, don't ever take the line they give you. And I was like, what? And then like that shit has sank in with me, that I don't want to ever take the line that they're giving it to you for a reason. Like Vegas, you ever seen a small ass casino on the strip? You ever seen one without plush carpet or fine dining or, high priced drinks? You ever seen a casino losing money? Nope. Why? Because they give you a line for a reason. So I try to get around that, but that's me. That's my whole philosophy in a teaser. I'm not saying this for everybody. But
also the teasers, they come with their own odds. They have their own number.
Exactly.
There's a reason why you have to parlay it, and it's a minus 110.
Right, exactly.
So now are you really getting around that number? You're paying. All you're doing is paying more juice for a parlay. That's all it is.
That's it. Turnsy says Trent's on the Colts. Perfect.
Don't care.
I care.
I didn't bet the game.
He doesn't care about nothing today.
Nope.
Nothing. He's woke up, chose violence. What's good, fellas? What's up, Rise Matt Ryan is just old now. Man, he's been old for like the Colts last year, Carson Wentz. This year, Matt Ryan. Bro, here's a thought. How about you invest in a younger quarterback from the draft?
Draft one, please.
Groom him and bring him up in your system. Because I don't think Frank Reich, head coach of the Colts, quarterback.
I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results.
Fact.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett, and then Phillip Rivers, and then Carson Wentz, and then Matt Ryan. I think I'm missing one.
Andrew Luck.
Quarterbacks.
Oh, Andrew Luck. Yeah.
Again. Well, he hurt himself. And just
I was saying after.
He was smart about
it. They drafted him. They drafted him.
That was good. And honestly, last good quarterback they had.
Yeah. And he was hyped as much as Peyton Manning was, and as much as John Elway was, and as much as Trevor Lawrence is. Like he was in that class. There was like 5 perennial number 1 picks that we knew they were going to be number 1 picks for multiple years in college, and he was one of them for a while. Which I saw a mock draft where there's another Stanford quarterback projected to go number one in the first round, not a number 1 overall. He was projected to go 9th to the Detroit Lions. McKee, the next quarterback of the Lions.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay,
they're going to sign him in the offseason.
No, he's going to the Giants when they let Daniel Jones go.
I'm telling you, I mentioned that yesterday and somewhere along the line that I thought that's a possibility. And the Giants would become contenders, in my opinion.
Why aren't the Giants contenders now? They have the best running back in the game.
That's it. Kenny Galladay. Listen, just so you know, Lions fans, when Kenny Galladay left the Lions and signed with the Giants, we were like, okay. It sucked because we had no talent. But that guy, he first of all, he's injury prone and he can't hold the ball. He tried to tell everybody he was the next Megatron and shit, and we all laughed at him. Laughed his ass right out of town. I don't know why my lights are so bright in this room. Like shiny. Mark's also said that he also took a stab at the Broncos money line. That's a little juicy. And the under 20 for the first half. Thoughts?
I don't mind
First
it.
half money line is first half is 165. I think it's a close game. If the Colts win this game, I'm not surprised. If Denver wins this game, I'm also not surprised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. Baseball playoffs start tomorrow. Who y'all got?
I got the team that's going to score the most runs.
Shut up, Tim.
You know who we got. You know who we
they're on
got.
the
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Sorry, he put that one on a T.
He did. He kind of did. Obviously, they like the Mets. I like the Mets too. I also like the Guardians tomorrow.
Nope.
I do.
I'm on the Rays.
But I like the Guardians in that series. So
I
why
like
would
the
I not
Phillies
bet
to
them
win
every
the series. I like
Right.
the Phillies to win to beat the Cardinals.
I don't hate the Phillies. I told you yesterday we talked about this. I like the Phillies. And the Mariners. Listen, I think the Mets win that series. I think the Mariners beat the Blue Jays in that series. I think the Phillies can take Cardinals, and I think the Guardians win. That's my 4 wild card playoff teams that move on. So I'm gonna bet each of those teams every game, and just hope I'm at the end of the series. I've already bet the Mets for the series. I've already bet Cardinals the Phillies for the series and the Guardians for the series.
I think the Mariners.
I bet the Mariners for the series, but I think I wanted to, but I didn't have that up yet or something. I don't know.
See, I think the Rays are sneaky. I
was about to say, I think the
are
Rays put up the biggest fight for the Astros.
I will say this: out of all of that, ooh, that's interesting. Hold on, hold that thought. I will say, out of the 4 wild card series, the Rays and the Guardians are the one I'm least confident on.
That's why they're 12 o'clock games.
I really do. I think the Mets and the Phillies is just easy money. And I don't want to say easy money like it's easy, but I think that's kind of no brainer and good value for me in that series.
I can't lay 175 though.
Well, it's just cause if I'm gonna bet them all, I might as well bet them.
That's fair.
I mean, to be honest with you, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Mets on the run line tomorrow as well.
I was thinking the Mets minus 1, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the Guardians.
So when it comes
rolling
to
into the playoffs, doing good.
When it comes to the playoffs now, I think I'm a little bit more willing to lay juice. So I think I would be all right with going after the Mets money line at minus 140 tomorrow. I would be a little bit more willing to do that.
I probably look to take a minus 1.
Okay.
So if they only win by 1, I'll just push and move on.
That's a good bet.
Because
we're gonna keep it moving. This could be a Matt Ryan's final season as a starter at this rate. Man, I don't know what. I gotta watch Matt Ryan tonight. To be honest with you, I've watched 0 Colts football, but I want to see him interact. And if he don't get up for this game, I don't know if I let him finish the season. Yep, go get a quarterback, Colts. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It's real easy. If you don't care why you're here, care. We're just joking. Calm down. Sup, bro? Sup, twins? I did a 6-point teaser. Colts in the under. Pedro gets it. Why can't y'all? I'm just kidding. We're on the same page. Kenny Galladay is doo-doo. Doo-doo Brown. Y'all know about that. Lenny, hooky parlay for today. Islanders, LA Kings, NBA parlay, Heat +8, Minnesota at half. I'm assuming that is. I have 0 interest in preseason NBA. I barely have any interest in regular season NBA. But I have made a conscious decision to actively handicap more NBA this year.
Me too.
Listen, to be honest with you,
Props
if you ask
to
me,
you.
well, I'm just saying, if you ask me football, I'm in. I can tell you whatever. You ask me NHL, I feel like I can carry on a conversation. You know, I might not be as big a hockey nerd as Nick Earl, but I keep up in a conversation with hockey. Baseball, I keep up with the conversation there too. Like, it's not my favorite, but I'll keep up with it. But NBA is like the bottom of the freaking barrel for me. I hate it. But I'm going to try, you know, after all, this is what we do, you know. So, I mean, I talk sports. They do tell me to come here and talk sports, so I might as well know a little bit about the NBA. But good on to you, man. I'll be at the Islanders Red Wings game in November.
So for when the Islanders win 3-1.
Bro, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna have. Listen, we will have some sort of friendly wager on that damn game.
Will there be a game time decision with Lenny from Detroit?
Absolutely, I don't have a problem with that. I can't do game time decision on the 3rd or the 8th because those are travel days. It's a Thursday and a Tuesday. Other than that, Friday and.
Hear that, Tim? He's abandoning us again. He's just gonna skip out on us again.
He just doesn't. We'll upgrade and we'll grab.
I just don't love you. That's what it is.
We'll grab
my God, you sound just like my kids. You don't love me, Dad. Oh, it's cool. You give Nathan that.
Well, hey, it's fine. It's fine. We'll grab Terry and we'll replace you.
That's fair. That's fair. Just so you know, you can't replace a red-blooded American with a Canadian. That's just
no, of course not. But we're going to.
That's fair. You can get all the Terrys you want in the world. You still don't have a Detroit.
Hey, Canada, Detroit, same thing.
Oh, speaking of kids to call you and tell you, oh, you don't love me, you're gonna be what? Here's my daughter.
Answer it.
I am. I'm going.
We're live on the air.
We're live,
Hey,
caller.
Brianna.
How are you?
Hey, Brianna, you're caller number 1 on the air right now. What can we do for you?
I'm on the air.
Yes, you're on the air because you only call me when I'm on the air. So go ahead. What can we do for you?
What should I have for dinner tonight?
Ooh,
it's a good question. It's a good question.
Great question.
What should she have for dinner tonight?
Kat, my daughter would like to know what she should have for dinner tonight. You're on the World Wide Web, Brianna. There's millions and millions of viewers watching this, or 22.
Let's go with some tacos. Let's go tacos tonight.
It is. Wait, what's this? Wednesday?
It's Thursday.
Today's
It's Thursday now.
Thursday? Oh no.
Thursday. Let's have some pasta.
Well, we're having
I've had
peppers
pasta
and
a ton
onions.
of times this week.
Peppers, onions, and sausage tonight.
That sounds good too.
That's what
Yeah,
we're having.
tell
much
your
Lenny
daughter to
loves
have
sausage.
sausage. That's a great idea.
You want? Oh, she's debating between spaghetti and fettuccine. Brianna, I'll have to call you back because I'll run a poll in the YouTube chat. Tim Earl, can you get on that? Tim Earl.
So it's fettuccine or what?
Or spaghetti. Fettuccine or
Fettuccine or
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Drop it in YouTube for a poll. We'll get back to you in roughly 35 minutes. Love you, bye.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling. Next caller.
Long time listener, first time caller.
That's hey, Turnsy, do you have my phone number? Call me. You could be calling.
What should Lenny's daughter
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Calvin Johnson, Kelly Daly, not on Calvin level. Yeah, I agree. But he billed himself as baby Megatron in Detroit, and that shit didn't fly with us. The Mets, baby.
That's not how you spell that.
Chico wants to know, what's up, fellas? I know the Rays been looking funny, but I'm sure they'll snap into postseason mode. I do agree with that to an extent, but
How do you spell fettuccine?
Fettuccine. It's Detroit Public Schools. Hard at work, folks. So I did a free pick video with Dan Kaiser, and he brought up some good stats about Cleveland in September and rolling into this matchup, and they are hitting on all cylinders. I think they won like the last, 9 out of 10 or something like that. They're rolling. I don't know what the stat was, to be honest with you.
Polls in the chat.
I don't remember. That's perfect. All right. I'm going to run it. I should tell her to go vote. But she won't because she's not, she's a pain in my ass.
That's fine. By the way, the only reason why I keep looking up is I have the TV up there, and that's what I have the poll on.
Which room? ESB?
ESB. Mm-hmm. I don't have control over max wagers.
Oh.
I don't think I do, at least.
I can give you that. I think so. I can give you that. I'm going to go with fettuccine. Oh, so far it's at 83%.
Yeah, there you go. How many votes have we had?
So yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, only 6
Mets,
votes. Give it some
Padres.
time.
That's right. Mets Padres over is at 6. That is so.
I think it goes under.
Both free pick videos I did today, and I did a free pick on the Rays Guardians and the Padres Mets, one American League, one National League, and both of those totals are at 6. And I'm just saying, I like the Mets over. Actually, I don't mind both of them over. But
no, game 1, the Mets will win 3-2.
There you go. McCallahan has 12 total Ks in his last 4 games. Strikeout rate is down almost half from his season average, only 15% since he's come back from being injured. There's some knowledge being dropped right there for you. You're welcome. Good job. Guardians, Phillies, Mariners, and Mets. I mean, that's basically what I'm rolling with. I wanted to be on the Rays initially because I've seen the damage they can do when they're seeing the ball well. I get it.
Yeah, they're a team that you never expect to do well, and then all of a sudden they go crazy.
Rise Above did a fantasy NBA draft. It got Durant, Kyrie on the same team along with LeBron, AD, Christian Wood, and Tobias Harris. The problem is half your team won't play half the season. That's why I don't do fantasy basketball. And
you have no Denver Nuggets on there, so you're going to lose.
Well, that's fair.
Or no Detroit Pistons.
Go ahead. Say some more shit. Go ahead.
I don't think the Pistons are going to be that bad this year.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say some goofy shit.
Second to last? Motherfucker. Love you, Lenny.
I'll kill you. FYI, Michael Thomas and Winston missed practice. Again, trending towards not playing, fellas.
Seahawks, plus 5.5.
5's the number.
Gino's elite.
Poops on toast. Okay.
That sounds delicious.
Chicken fettuccine. Not a bad choice.
That doesn't sound bad.
There you go. Fettuccine. Fettuccine felt. There we go. We got people.
What do we got? 75% of the votes, so 6 out of the 8 people.
Yeah, she's 21 years old. She lives in a whole other damn state. She lives in Arizona. I'm in Vegas, and she calls. The only time of the day she calls me is when she knows I'm on this show, and it doesn't matter how many times I tell her. She's still. Oh, I forget.
Well, it makes sense that she would call you and ask about that because fat people and food is.
I mean,
probably
you know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Wow.
I would trust you with food, 100%.
That's fair.
I don't want no skinny guy cooking me food. No, they don't know shit. I want a big fat person to cook me food because they know how to cook food because they eat it too.
That's true. Do you ever see a small
if I go
lady
into a restaurant and see a skinny white guy cooking, I walk out.
That's fair.
But if you
there you go, Pedro. Take her some damn good
But
taco.
if you go out and you hear I don't want to sound. If you hear Spanish in the kitchen, it's going to be some good shit.
Either that, or if the chef's nickname starts with big.
Oh, big somebody.
If it starts with big,
if you hear
you're going to have some
words coming from the kitchen, that is going to be some good food.
That's fair. That's fair. There you go. Pedro and her are in the same city. They're in the same spot. They are. When I went and visited her, me and Pedro had lunch. They're like 10 minutes away. That 6 is scary, Tim.
Yeah, I'm not touching the total. I would love to go way over and the Mets win 9-0, but I don't think that happens. Darvish is good.
Stimmy's on the Colts plus 3.
There you go.
And the money line plus 155 and the over 42. That's where if the Colts win, I think it has to go over for the Colts to win. I'm sorry, for the Colts to win.
I will say, and I kind of made this argument, I feel like JT being out hurts the under. And the only reason why I say that is because all of a sudden now
have to throw the ball.
Hines is going to catch more out of the backfield, and it's not going to be as slow paced with Jonathan Taylor running the ball.
But here's the thing. He hasn't. In 4 games, he's had the ball 81 times. rushing the ball. That's like
That's fine.
No, it's not.
But
You know what that average is?
At the same time, when he was in, you got slower paced games, and it went under. They've gone under all 4 games. Now you get no
they went
JT.
under because they can't score points. I mean, they average 14.3 points a game, and the offense is literally anemic.
Yeah, the offense isn't doing anything.
Yeah, Pedro says, "I'm not fat, I'm fluffy."
Damn right.
Goddamn right.
Bam, right there to both of you.
Love it, Pedro.
There you go. Appreciate you, Pedro, sticking up for your boy. All right, let's switch gears. We're about the halfway part. Let's switch gears. Let's talk some college football.
I was good with food, but okay.
Tomorrow we're going to talk. I know we're still going to talk food. Don't get shit carried away. But I want to talk college football because tomorrow we're going to focus on Circa and NFL picks.
Yep.
College football. Turnsey says this game goes over. I will say this: if it goes over, it ain't by much. That's why I'm teasing it up to like
the one nervous thing is I know Razor Sharp always comes in with his stuff with his gambler's first glance, and he's on the over tonight, and he's 10-1 this year.
Yep, that's fair. Like I said, I don't. If I do a teaser, that's what I'm doing. Really, I'm just on Naheem Rhymes anytime touchdown, and I might get on. I might do who was the other one I liked for Denver? Melvin Gordon. Anytime touchdowns plus 110. So if I'm going to take some props, I want some plus money. So I might sprinkle on both of them and just call it a day kind of thing.
That's fair.
Let's talk college football though. Friday, 4 games Friday night. Nebraska, Rutgers, Houston, and Memphis, Colorado State, powerhouse of Colorado State. At Nevada, a little Mountain West action. And also, marquee matchup for real tomorrow night is UNLV at San Jose State. I'm on UNLV straight up money line. That's my favorite play of the whole Friday night out of those 4 games. No?
I don't know. I don't think I'm betting that one, but I feel like I would lean towards San Jose because I think I don't know. I know it's got that 6.5 number, which is a dog number for me. I'm not betting it. I'm not high on UNLV. I know they're 4-1 this year. They're 4-1 this year.
The Mountain West,
but they haven't. I mean, I guess they play Mountain West, so it really doesn't matter.
Right. It's not like they're.
I don't know. I don't.
Pac-12 school. I mean, they're Mountain West. They're beating up on teams they should in their conference.
Yeah, they should. I don't know. I feel like this one's not going to be.
San Jose State.
I'm not betting that one. I'd rather bet the other 3 games.
Yeah, that's fair. See,
I like the favorites for all 3. And I think my favorite play for tomorrow night's Nebraska.
Nevada beats the shit out of Colorado State.
I think Nevada. We're gonna have Nevada. I really like Nebraska. They've had 2 games since Scott Frost. They got blown out against Oklahoma. First game after whatever.
As well,
then they look good against Indiana. Indiana's better than Rutgers.
Don't sleep.
Rutgers.
In the Big Ten.
Rutgers is bad. I know you like them. Rutgers is bad. Because when you look at them, look at what they've done this year. Sure, they get slammed by Ohio State. That's fine. Ohio State's good. They lose to Iowa. Iowa scored on them. That in itself is not a good thing. They win by 2 points to Temple. Temple's garbage.
I had Temple money line in that game. They almost pulled it off.
Wagner game, throw out the window. Throw that game out the window. It's an FBS school. And then they won by 1 point in Boston College.
Boston College barely is bad not this an year. FBS school.
Wagner?
Rutgers is barely not an FBS school.
Correct. That's why I like Nebraska. I think Nebraska wins this one by 2 scores.
I was leaning over in this game as well. I agree with what Rye said there. But I liked it at 48.5. It's at 50 and a half now. It hasn't crossed that key number of 51.
I don't like
so
it.
Maybe I would still get involved with it at 50. If it hits 51, absolutely.
I'd much rather go after Nebraska, and I would go alternative spreads with Nebraska.
See, I would do so if we're gonna do like we talked about teasers a little earlier, right? And I'm gonna bring up this Mario has thoughts on Houston game. I
like
would
Memphis.
See, here's the thing. I would take Houston, okay,
for a teaser.
Here, 6-point teaser, okay, over 50 and a half for that Nebraska game, okay. I would take, as much as I hate this, pains me. Like Nick Earl's gonna hate this, but I'm gonna tease Nevada because I think they just beat the shit out of Colorado State, and I'm really just asking. I'm just really looking for the more plus money here. Even though I'm gonna go through 0 from 3.5, it's a terrible thing, but they're gonna blow them out by a touchdown at least. And I'm gonna take UNLV up over 10 in a 6-point teaser. That four team teaser. 6 points is that ain't right. Oh, that's parlay. That's why. Plus 260. I'm like, damn, plus 1,200. Plus 260 in a 4-game teaser. Because I think Houston at 8.5 or 9. I don't think Memphis destroys them. They win, but they don't destroy them. So I mean, that would be that's what I really like on those games, but that's just me. I don't know about Memphis and Houston. I just don't like either team. I mean, I was high on Houston, and now I'm not.
I was high on Houston coming into the year, and I was badly wrong on that one. I think, and obviously, Houston's kind of. I don't want to say they're out of it with the what do you call it, the American Conference to try to go for their the championship there,
right?
But I'm pretty sure they're kind of done.
They're kind of
they have 2 losses in conference now.
Only one.
They only have 1 loss in conference. They lost to Tulane, and who else did they lose to this year?
They lost to Tulane. They lost Texas Tech and Kansas.
But
which both, by the way, are good schools.
Yeah, what happened?
Both, by the way, are good schools. Texas Tech and Kansas. Obviously, and nobody saw the Kansas. I don't want to say nobody saw it coming, but they've obviously.
What? Nobody's sitting with Kansas national championship ticket in their back pocket?
Let me check.
Nope.
Damn.
No.
But I will say Houston is 1 loss away from kind of signing off a chance at playing for the American. And Memphis is currently 2-0 against American Conference teams. They played 4-1 and lost. They lost to Mississippi State. They beat Navy and they beat Temple. All right, Temple, whatever. Navy,
yeah, they're pretty bad too.
Navy has been okay. Navy has been a little bit better than we expected because they did put up obviously they beat East Carolina. They put up a big fight. They put up a fight against Air Force.
They should. They always do, though. No offense to military schools play well against military schools. Whoever, just take the points in military matchups. I don't care if it's Army, Navy, whoever.
But Memphis has looked good in conference so far. I think Memphis. I think they fall off a little bit. I don't think they fall off yet. I think Memphis is better than Houston right now. And when it comes down to it, I want Memphis minus the points at home. Right there, Memphis.
Rise Above likes it. Kind of like Nevada under 44.
I can see that.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if Colorado State scores a whole lot. I'm not saying Nevada is good, but Colorado State is really just that bad. I mean, they're averaging 10.8 points a game. They're giving up 41 a game. Flip side of that, Nevada averaging 24.5 a game, and they're giving up 31. Both defenses are terrible. At least Nevada they can score. I mean, they're averaging 20-some points a game. Colorado State, man, I don't know.
Colorado State maybe. I feel like them and and Hawaii are bringing up the rear for FCS schools.
Oh, facts.
And FIU.
Oh, FIU. Oh, yeah. Did I mention the gross play of the week yet?
Yeah.
I like the over in that game.
I like UConn.
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 Zach Wilson, he teed it up. I'm going to give it to him. Just saying.
How can
Tim,
you not
why has
bet
that
him?
not been a TikTok yet?
What happened?
Why has that not been a TikTok yet? You and
Oh,
your
that.
Jets jersey doing the gritty.
Ah, that's a good idea. I'll save
what?
that for
Hey.
this weekend.
To that song, though.
We'll gritty on shoot. I don't have a Dolphins jersey here. I would have grittied on top of it.
Oh. No, don't do it. Okay, let's go into Saturday.
Why? Just for the Jets to lose by a
Yes.
touchdown?
No, just win.
Let's go. Let's
Jets
go,
win. Come on,
Zach.
Nick.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
not be stupid.
My sex robots are back. Don't hate.
Right.
Lenny is on to something. I'm always on to something. I don't know if it's any good or not.
Want to hear an interesting stat from baseball this year for
No.
one specific team?
No.
Okay, fine.
All right, I'll listen.
Go ahead,
The
Nick.
Chicago White Sox were the definition of mid. They finished the season 81-81. They finished 5-5 in the last 10, 15-15 in their last 30, 25-25 their last 50, 30-30 in their last 60, 35-35 in their last 70.
Shut the front door.
They were like, I don't know if it was those exact, but they were a bunch of those different numbers heading down the season,
Right.
to where they were that
Wow.
mid. Where
Because they gave us a thought of, ooh, they could do it. No, they can't. Ooh, they could do it. No, they can't. Ooh, they could do it. No, they can't.
Roller coaster of sports handicapping. Let's move on to Saturday. I don't want to go
Yes.
through every matchup.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna break down every one. So we're gonna start with Eastern Michigan taking on Western.
I have nothing.
First
for that
of
game.
all,
I don't have as big of a card this week, so
give me
I have a
Central
big
Michigan
card
over
still.
Ball State all day in Central. But that's for real a homer bet for me.
Okay.
triple I's are trash.
Me and Nick still have to figure out which plays are going up on the site.
Which I just finished up my capping, Tim. So I have plays. Not as many this week.
You like North Carolina? Did you mention that? Who mentioned that?
North
Somebody at some
Carolina.
point during the week against Miami.
Oh, I don't mind it. I didn't bet it.
Kakalaka?
I gave out North Carolina State on Power Hour.
That's where I was at.
That's where I was,
somewhere.
okay.
I knew.
I was about to say, I think the only Carolina school that I bet. Oh no, I bet NC State.
I will say, since
I
we're
have East
talking
Carolina
about,
as well.
as you mentioned earlier about being so wrong on Houston, I couldn't have been more wrong on Miami. I really thought the Hurricanes were going to be really good. Like, I think at one point we actually broke down their schedule and said where their losses would be and what games would be tough. And disappointment, man. Disappointment.
I'm sorry, Middle Tennessee State. That's the team you're going to lose to. Come on, really? No, Miami wasn't legit from the beginning.
That's not true. They were.
And real quick, did anybody, by show of hands, have Syracuse being ranked in the top 25 at any point in the season? Put your hand down, Nick. Syracuse. You really?
Yeah, the mighty orange, bro. I like oranges.
They're 22nd right now. I will say, I think they lose their next game.
Stupid shit. What did you?
Well, no. If NC State loses to Florida State this week, I want NC State next week against Syracuse, because you'll get Syracuse, who will be a ranked team, against NC State, who will not be, if NC State loses to Florida State. If NC State wins, then we can look towards points and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like there would be, and this kind of look ahead, because Syracuse doesn't play this week. This is their bye week. NC State goes up against Florida State. So there you go. Dog hunt. Oh, God.
Yeah, these are my dogs for this week.
Oh,
holy
shit.
crap.
I can't do that. I'm just going to look at them in the banner.
I was waiting for him to put Michigan State just for kicks and giggles.
No, there's no money line for them.
There's no listen. The Sparty party has been canceled for this Saturday. It will not happen. Do not be alarmed, Spartan Nation. We'll be back maybe next week, but this Saturday, consider it a bye. Don't go to the game.
Lenny, just wait for college basketball. Just for Michigan State to fall in the bracket again, but that's not the point.
To Duke.
Well, I mean, listen. Here's
To
what they
Duke.
do.
Oh,
They
okay,
get a good seed, and they'll lose in the
Duke
Sweet
will not
16.
be a good team in basketball next year.
I don't know if is Tom Izzo back this year, or did he retire?
I don't
No,
remember.
he didn't retire. He's back. Because
I need to start. Nick, we need to order
Coach K's year.
we need to order the college basketball handicapping Bible.
Okay.
That's overrated.
But-
I really like Kansas at home against TCU.
I do too.
With the points. I'm not saying maybe even a sprinkle on the money line, to be honest.
I would go Kansas +7, Kansas money line in the over.
65 or what is it? No, 69.
65, 69. Oh, it's 69.5. Never mind.
That's too
What
much, man.
What did I get it at? I got 68.
Oh, I know. I just don't like. Look, multiple teasers going on for me as always on the weekend on Saturday.
And Kansas will be involved.
Kansas will make one of them. Plus 13. Yes, TCU is not a 2-touchdown favorite over it. Better than that in Kansas, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no.
So I'll take that on a teaser. I also, God, I don't even want to say this out loud, but I kind of can't wait to this Texas-Oklahoma game. Even though I don't have a nickel on it, I got
the over. We got the over. And I can't, Nick. That line has jumped from 5 to 9.5.
And
Sooners
why?
outright. Yeah, you know why that dropped from that went up from 5 to 9?
Because TCU smoked them.
No. Because Texas announced Ewers is most likely playing in that game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why that
Hey.
that's why that rose 4 points.
Texas by 2 scores.
Where's Richie P when you need him? Richie P, if you're in here, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. But Richie P, you want a gut play for Saturday plus money action, and I guarantee you, he probably handicapped it, but he did it because he doesn't care. Eastern Michigan money line over Western, 5-point favorite or 5-point underdog. I'm gonna take Eastern, not just plus the points, but I'm going to take them in a teaser, and I'm going to take them on the money line. Eastern wins that game straight up.
What's the spread?
5.
4.5.
Oh, I have it at a 6.
I see 5.
Like that, my projected line for that game is 6. So I see West a little bit of value with the Broncos.
Broncos are terrible.
The Eagles are worse.
Saying. No, that's not true.
I gotta say, I think one of my favorite plays of the week is in the noon game, and I love Tennessee.
Yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion about that game.
What?
The Tennessee
like the
game
under.
or the Sir?
I like Tennessee
under?
under 64.5.
I
probably have one. I have probably one of the ugliest overs on the slate, and I have one of the ugliest unders on the slate as well that I have written down. One of them that I wanted to bring up is in the matchup between the Hilltoppers and the Roadrunners with Western Kentucky and UTSA. Now, when we look at that matchup, I know this is a random matchup, but this one really had my attention. So when we look at it here, Western Kentucky is 4-1 to the over this year, and UTSA is 5-0 to the over. This line's a 73, though. And I'm going to take that under because I think this line's gone up too much. I think that line's a bit high. When we look at UTSA, they've gone over in 5 straight. And one was against Texas Southern. Another one was against Middle Tennessee, which is willing to sling the ball around. They only put up 61 points in that Texas UTSA game, which wouldn't get the job done. They only put up 72 in overtime against Houston, which wouldn't get the job done. They put up 79 against Army, but it went to overtime once again. So I think that these totals that these two teams are bringing up, I mean, we've seen Western Kentucky go over 3 straight weeks. 34-27 against loss against Troy, hit 61, goes way under. 73-0 against FIU. That game pushes. 33-30 against IU in overtime. So that game goes under. And really at 73, this line's too high. Under 73 with UTSA and Western Kentucky is an ugly under I have, and an ugly over. Wyoming and New Mexico over 36.
Oh my God.
Excuse me, Nick. The ugly over is in Iowa and Illinois.
I mean, those are always ugly, but I think that line should have been close to 40 for YO and for New Mexico, because I can see both teams hitting in the 20s this game and that game.
That's fair.
Wyoming
and New Mexico over 36.
I don't know about that.
Indiana
loses. Indiana wins straight up against Michigan, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
Don't hate on it.
I'm not hating on it. I just don't think it's going to happen. I will say,
game looks like the slaughter game is going to be Oregon State or Stanford.
Yep, you see that scrolling on the bottom here. We got Tree. We got Tree money line. Tree plus bad, 7, though. Tree money line plus 7, and yeah. There's your late night slaughter game where everybody's gonna have Oregon State to close out their parlays.
Nick, real quick, I want to get numbers for money on something. Okay. A&M and Bama, what's the money like?
I do have a look on that game. That's another unpopular one though.
What's the number on it?
Let's see what I really haven't looked at ticket numbers, to be completely honest.
Because I think that could be the slaughter game.
75% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on Alabama.
Never mind.
Why?
Scratch that idea.
Can't be.
I thought a lot of people would want to grab a shit ton of points with Texas A&M.
No.
Okay.
I would lean towards the points with A&M, but I like over 51 in that game. I think that Alabama's going to be able to put up points against Texas A&M most likely, which is going to force A&M to actually have to pick up the tempo a little bit, which they're last in the nation in tempo.
Can you know what? I'll give out a prediction for a slaughter game. How about South Carolina straight up against Kentucky?
I don't like that at all. I like Kentucky.
How about Florida State, NC State?
I like NC State.
I like NC State.
My argument with
I'm not
South Carolina is that line's gone from 10.5 to 7.
That's interesting.
I like South Carolina on that one.
Wow.
The more I look at
BYU, Notre Dame, the battle of the Mormons and the Catholics meet in Sin City.
I'm betting the Mormons 100%.
Yeah.
Plus 3.5 already have it locked in.
Huge travel spot for Notre Dame. BYU's, it's a car ride. Okay. I'm just saying. So
I'm ready for Nick to say Notre Dame is supposed to be a 10-point favorite.
Yep. You're spot on. You're spot on. I have Notre Dame at 10.
It does look. It just looks a little suspect as all hell. BYU.
All they have to do is keep it within a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's an ugly, ugly hook for Notre Dame. Notre Dame at double digits. BYU's overrated.
I hope they are, because East Carolina goes there in a couple of weeks.
Oh, East Carolina gets their ass kicked against them.
I don't think so.
I'm scared to watch East Carolina, Michigan next year. I'm truly terrified for them to lose 52-7.
I am terrified. I'm going to turn that game off about a quarter and a half in.
I was going to say, you're going to make it through a quarter?
Yeah, that's a long way.
When it's 28-0 Michigan at the end of the first, I'm going to turn that off.
Rise likes South Carolina as well. Buffalo or Bowling Green turns he wants
Buffalo
to know.
Money line. I'm looking at the -130 with Buffalo.
Slight
Yeah,
favorite. How about an over?
Yeah.
It ain't pretty.
It's a MAC game. That's the only reason why I say it.
Yeah, but we gotta wait and see on these matches.
Bowling Green's gone.
I mean, I know we
over in
love
all 5 of their games.
action and all that, you know, and overs. And
Bowling
stuff
Green's
like that,
gone over all 5 of their games, and 60% for Buffalo.
I mean,
Over 54.5. Let's ride.
I probably don't hate Buffalo in this matchup.
Bowling Green's
but
garbage. So is Buffalo, though.
Yeah, that's probably over 54, 55, whatever you get it at. I like that over better. But I don't know. We'll see. I can't stand Bowling Green. Can't stand Ball State. I don't like those schools. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us, guys. We're about out of time. So on that note, tune in tomorrow. We're going to go over all things NFL. We're going to break down the whole Sunday slate. And we'll talk about, how shitty Matt Ryan and the Colts are, or how shitty Russ is cooking lately.
No, he's got some good cooking.
What's the final? What's the final verdict on the?
We need to. Yeah, you need to call her back and say it's
shit 50-50.
50-50. Hold on, I'm gonna go in there and vote.
One more vote, guys. Spaghetti or
did.
fettuccine?
Shit.
I will vote.
Teaser for tonight is the Colts and the under. I'm gonna 6-point teaser
for that final vote. It is 50-50. When will the last vote come in? And we'll figure out what Lenny's daughter will have for dinner. It's fettuccine.
Oh, thank God.
I ended at 53% fettuccine. 52%.
All right. We are live Monday through Friday. Game time decisions here Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific.
Earl Sports Bet Show every single day, 10:30-ish a.m. every single day.
Fair.
And we'll be back tomorrow. We haven't done a show in 3 days.
That's fair.
I actually slept in today.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m.
Yeah, Nick, I slept in today too. I woke up and walked to my office at 11:30. It felt nice.
Shut up. Don't forget, if you haven't already, check out EarlSportsBets.com. 7-day package, only $49. Got to use that link though, /promo. Also, if you haven't already signed up. What's that?
We're putting up college football tonight for that stuff. So there you
good. If you haven't signed up with Caesars, and you need to, this is the deal they got going on. Promo, wager up to $1,250 first bet. Don't win, don't worry. You'll get it back as a free play. Win or lose, you'll get 1,000 reward credits, tier credits, all that stuff. You got to use the promo code GTD full. Links in the description of the video below. Other than that, what else we got? Boom, bang. Chicken fettuccine, fellas. Boom. That's all you got to do. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. You guys know the drill. Good luck. Unless you're against me. We're out.